Welcome back. The nominations for the 87th Academy Awards are in, and for the first time since 1998, contenders for all the biggest categories are all white. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences is being criticized for its glaring lack of diversity, but should we really be surprised? I mean, let's consider what the emails leaked by the Sony cyber attack showed us. We saw cases of women in Hollywood not being paid the same as men, and jokes with clearly racial overtones about President Obama's movie preferences. And then there is this, the startling lack of diversity in the Academy itself. Look at the stats here, 94% Caucasian, 77% male. Blacks make up about 2% of the Academy voters, Latinos less than 2%, and Oscar voters have a median age of 62. Joining me now is actor Gbenga Akinabe. He has starred on HBO's The Wire, CBS's The Good Wife, and Fox's 24. That's where I remember you most recently, 24 on Fox. And I wanted to start with that data I just presented. Should we be surprised that if the Academy doesn't reflect the diversity of the country, that the results of the nominations don't reflect the diversity of the country?
No, not at all. It's very similar to Congress. So we get these rules and regulations that benefit one class because we have a Congress full of millionaires. That's pretty much how Hollywood
You've remarked that
tends to
the
work.
Hollywood star-making system is built on replicating itself like Congress.
Yeah. It's encouraged to sustain itself. So there's no incentive to change. It is what it is. So we can either rage against it or try to make it more equitable, but at the same time make our own machines and our own projects and get that out there.
So instead of going through their system, make your own system. So have you tried to do that, and if so, how?
I have. I've been fortunate enough. I've been able to produce some films, a movie called Newlyweds. We saw that at Sundance a couple years ago, another movie called Home. So I've gotten into producing and writing as well, but I love acting, so I continue to do that as well.
So Selma was one of the big topics of conversation this week. It was nominated for Best Picture, but not in any of the other big categories, and that seemed to be a surprise to a lot of people. We saw the White House have a screening on Friday night, which they say is a coincidence. And today we have Oprah Winfrey and others in Selma reenacting the march that took place there so many years ago. Do you think that have you seen the film, first of all?
I have.
Because some people have said, well, maybe it's simply not as good a film as the others.
No, it's a good film. Ava had a private screening about
the director.
Ava, the director, had a private screening about a month or two ago, and I got to see the film up close with a lot of people involved in it. It's not only is it a good film, it's a well thought out, well crafted film. So the fact that it was not nominated, it's a shame, but it's not a surprise either. Aside from the fact that it's a good film from a black female director.
But you say not surprising because of the system you're describing that perpetuates itself.
Exactly. And on top of that, Ava's not a safe black woman.
What does that mean?
Like, if she'd be more likely to be nominated if she was more demure, if she kept her opinions to herself, if she didn't make projects having to do with like political or racial issues.
No, and I'm sitting here as a white guy, not wanting that to be true. You really believe that to be true?
I mean, I've seen what's going on in the streets as far as these protests. I mean, this is our reality. And when I say our reality, I mean as far as American reality, not just black people. Like, it's interesting because people were very surprised about the indictments or lack of indictments with the Eric Garner case and so on. I was more surprised that, like, so many of our white brothers and sisters were surprised because this is how people live every day.
Before we go, let me show a quote from the one, the only Al Sharpton. Let me put it up on screen. He said, right now, and this is reacting to the Oscar nominations, right now, Hollywood is like the Rocky Mountains. He said, the higher up it goes, the whiter it looks. And he said he wants to have some sort of protest of the Oscars, but does that get you anywhere? I mean, does that get him anywhere? Does that get people who are upset by the snubs anywhere?
I think it's like I said before. It's its own system. There's only so much rage you can have against that system, but you should try to make it equitable and just. But more of our energy should go towards making our own system, our own projects, like Ava's doing, and having audiences come out to that and reconditioning American audiences, not just black audiences, but American audience, to be able to see films and television shows where you have black and Asian and Latino leads, and these stories are viable and real. But we're not trained to see that.
It's sort of the dream of digital distribution as well, isn't it? And let me mention real quick, the head of the Academy said it was a very competitive time. A lot of great work's been done. I'm very happy Selma's included in our Best Picture nominations. That was their comment about this.
That's nice.
I'll leave it there. Benga, thanks for being here. Great
Thank
talking
you.
with you.
Thanks for having me.
I'm going to go see Foxcatcher today because I've already seen Selma
I'm
and
a
all the
wrestler.
others. How are you?
Oh yeah, I wrestled at Bucknell University. I've been waiting for this movie to come out. The script was great. I wanted to be in
Well,
it,
that's my
but
next
like
one.
all wrestlers, that movie is very, very white.
Now
So.
you know my afternoon. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for coming.